So recently Elohim stated, one must transform to assist the transformation of another. In response to a question that I had, I knew the answer, but I've been meeting and witnessing so many people out there on their spiritual path that seem to be trying to relinquish their human existence, like being human is a weakness. While attaining money, status, and fame, they began to apply the same strategy to being spiritual and living a spiritually elevated life. However, when something negative happens, or they become ill with a disease such as cancer, they believe themselves to be failures. They believe they just didn't work hard enough, or long enough, or aren't deserving enough. And what about other people who say that a person cannot be an effective healer because they developed a disease, so obviously cannot heal themselves? Or my favorite, you can't be a healer until you heal yourself. Everyone is a healer just by virtue of our existence because we bring and cast light. And if that statement were true, God would have to install a revolving door between life and afterlife because, newsflash, the mere notion of actively living means we are never healed. And healing is not a physical attribute. Not only that, the need or desire for healing is an illusion from our human perspective. Our true self resides within a state of perfection. And the experience of needing or desiring healing is simply an experience of our human avatar, the physical body. We cannot be harmed by our human experience. We can only learn from them. The thing is, we're here to experience a human existence and to learn and evolve through each experience so that the veil existing for each and every one of us at some point in our life, our limited life history, lifts and reveals our true nature. That infinite nature of soulful expression existing within each of us is revealed as we release the restraints, beliefs, and programming that is not in resonance with our higher holy aspect. We are each an individuation of infinite source God, infinite intelligence, traipsing around in a physical body, experiencing a physical life, learning, teaching, healing wounds of the body and of the mind, shifting states and levels of consciousness, molding our realities, following the deep inner call home to ourselves, and finding ways to serve and help others find their way home too. Everybody has a different route home, though it may at times seem similar in comparison. The thing is that we are not here to compare, though many people spend a great deal of time doing just that. We are here to live, to experience our pathway home. Sometimes the path is blindingly illuminated, and sometimes the battery is dying in our flashlight so that we can barely make out what lies ahead. Sometimes we get stuck in the mud or have to paddle upstream because we feel like we are being pulled under by a riptide. And sometimes life is like floating down a gentle river on an inner tube, drinking iced tea or a margarita if you're into cocktails. I'm sure you get the picture. The truth is that we are here to experience all of it. Whatever it is our soul cooked up for this lifetime is our path of self-realization, reawakening, wisdom, and maybe an ascension. In the past, it was mostly our soulful essence exiting the body, and then, yay, we're back home planning the next trip into incarnation. Now in this lifetime, it is to be the majority of humanity and the planet rising to the next level and ascending whilst residing in a human form. We do not have to leave this body in order to fulfill this next level of humanity's evolution. We can attain our garments of light, the formation and building of the luminous body. We develop a soulful body of light which allows us to consciously move from one incarnation to the next without forgetting who we truly are. We are the physical manifestation of infinite source, building the foundation for collective evolution extending far beyond us, to create a new world where a new human will emerge. Okay, I digressed and am moving on from this topic, but to why I mentioned all of this in the first place. Humans get sick. Humans form and develop disease in the body in multiple ways. Humans heal, humans don't heal. Humans rejoice, are sad, depressed, anxious, resilient, courageous, loyal, selfish, angry, mean, kind, happy, passionate, intelligent, not so intelligent, helpful, evil, strong, weak, and on and on and on. And the reason is that we are experiencing and learning from whatever that is in the moment. When human stuff happens, it does not mean that you are not spiritual or not spiritual enough, because of course it never would have happened if you were indeed spiritual enough, right? Wrong. Can you heal other people if you yourself are experiencing a physical challenge? The Elohim just spoke loudly on this one. The answer is yes. We have all heard the term the wounded healer. The term was coined by psychologist Carl Jung, who stated that an analyst is compelled to treat patients because the analyst himself is wounded. Thusly, wounded healers are people whose painful experiences enable them to help others due to the empathy and insight they cultivated from the experience of being human. Exactly. The thing is that the people who are most capable of helping another person to heal is the one who has walked through experiences of their own and can come out the other side. They are the people who navigated the path before you and can illuminate the way. We are interconnected, and in essence, another person did the work for you. And in so doing, they helped others as well through observation, witnessing, and energetic connectivity. All you have to do is listen to follow the steps, breathe, and make those steps your own. Follow the guidance of the soulful self, and find what resonates and works for you. We are not here to follow anyone else blindly up the road or off a cliff, but neither are we here to walk the path alone. We are here to help each other find our way home. We are here to teach others or to lead by example so that they too can find their way forward. Are we capable? You better believe it. Are we magical? Resoundingly, yes. And you should understand, acknowledge, and know this to be even more true than anything else. We are here to experience and clear the dissociative remnants of the past that has kept our truth hidden under piles of mounting debris, so that we reach a state of awareness where our God self fully steps forward to meet the world head on. I'll end with a story. Some of you have heard part of this. Okay. Many years ago, I was meditating and speaking in prayer to Jesus. I had his visage pictured in my mind of old biblical images, drawings, and paintings. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always somehow felt connected to this man of historical legend, and the stories that swirled around him. The stories appearing in various books, religious tomes, and my reading of the lost Gospels held similar stories or similar aspects of his story through incomplete, or they were left out or undocumented. And I saw him as a conglomeration of all that I have ever seen, thought, heard, or known him to be in that moment. Archangel Gabriel appeared and told me to focus on Jesus' leather sandals and dusty feet versus idolizing his visage. That threw me a bit. as it bucked up against old beliefs at the time, and I asked, what do you mean? Archangel Gabriel stated, and is here at present reiterating the conversation, Jesus was not here to be idolized as something that he was not. He was here to teach that you and all others are extended the same gifts, abilities, and level of capacity that he himself had attained. The only difference between you and Jesus is that he was a man who knew his Father, God, and had stood in complete knowledge and understanding that there was and is no separation. And he knew that the essence of God extended as and through him to teach, heal, and make a difference in the world. His path was to bring peace and truth to the people so they would know themselves as God and that they too had the power to create. This is just a reminder. A whisper in your ear reminding you of your true magnificence so that you will somehow remember. So that your life becomes an active reflection of this truth within each and every moment. And your future becomes a product of your acknowledgement and acceptance of this truth. A magnetizing voice that will pull you forwards towards truth and understanding that you are the creator of miracles and magical moments. I guess it all comes down to this. Experience life from this level of understanding as best you can. And in the knowledge that you are indeed the creator of this life, choose to be the creator of your experience in the best and most magical way possible. Be blessed in all ways. Thank you.